where the beer looks will be showing online any second, and I do know that there's a couple of people, Victoria and Neil, in the room, so hi, everybody, and welcome back to Tech Warfare. Done a fair bit between streams and episodes. I've been doing, keep on kind of coming on here daily, at least once a day to do stuff and pass time and, you know, generate. What is your problem? You should be working to generate emeralds, the valuable emeralds and everything. And I've done a few things, like I put myself a little minecart ride down into the mine, so that's the thing. I didn't have a lot of gold, and I tried these eventually. Yeah, these things, blaze power rails, and they're rubbish. Don't bother with them. If you ever playing this pack, rubbish. Don't bother. Now, what I suspect, these tunnels, when that miner gets out of things, the tunnel has reached its end point, which I suspect is what has happened here. There you go. Told you. So we'll move it on. I have got a druid. I've invested in druid power, but the druid can only rebuild so many mine shafts at a time. And the miner will only mine as far as the boundary. It kind of makes sense, doesn't it? It'll only go as far as the boundary walls. So I'm just going to take you, and hang on. That one is, this one is not completed yet, so we'll pop this on and get this one going, and then once that's all done, we've got this one that hasn't started and some on the other side, but nothing exciting, just, you know, mining going on. And this just means I can get up that a little bit faster, and I mean it is only a little bit faster, it's not much faster at all. And it really slows off then, but we do make it, so that's what matters. And no, you don't. Oi, stop. And yeah, trying to think what else I've done. Obviously, you can see there's an absence of torches around the area. That's because I put a whole load of these down. As I say, we've hired this fella, or actually lady, Tura Grantham. The town near us, not near me. This guy is the most well, right now he is a very happy minstrel, but if I put him back onto performing, his happiness plummets. He is the most miserable entertainer of people that I have ever met. The blacksmith is doing well. We put the extra thing. I can't remember if I'd done that on the last episode. What I have done is I have built a custom tree, and I put the vineyard in because I want to start doing something with that in the next things. I want to start moving the rustic forward, and I've done a little bit of raiding as well. I've actually got a chest here that I'm going to go through in a minute. But over here I did made these like poplar trees, and I think I quite like that. That's a nice design. I'm going to repeat that. We'll have maybe another one over here just to frame it, and maybe even one over this side. Could possibly even manage another one further around. I don't know. We'll get them in there. But we've got this. This is all nicely lit, and we can grab all the grapies off it, and that will come in handy for making wine. So that's the thing, and it just gives a bit of life to the countryside beyond having that. And again, the villagers will not touch this. This is unknown. They haven't got a clue what a grape is. They wouldn't know a grape if it jumped up and slapped them in the face. So yeah, not perfect. Yeah, get 4 of them, and then I'll rename them after, you know, a band, a well-known foursome. No, not the Beatles, can't stand them. But yeah, it's starting to grow, and as I get more of these torches away, it just looks less ugly. Plans. We have an alcohol problem in the village. Some of the villagers are. I mean, Millicent is a regular in here. It's now going to be. I think we're definitely going to call this the Boar's Head. And the chef's got a bit of a drinking problem as well. But and the minstrel's coming to do his job now. Let's go and have a. I don't know whether you've heard the actual. The tune this minstrel plays. God, here we go. Just I've sat here listening to the bard play. I do not kid you at all. This one, I just sit here and it's like, I've got to give Tango something, you know. He did animate these characters well. Anyway, enough of that. Let's go and check on the stash, because the stash is looking pretty good. I'm at nearly 2 stacks of emeralds now, so we're pretty good on that one. And in here, what should be cooking is bricks. One of my building materials that I wish to use for the library is brick. Of course, I just think municipal. It has got a proper gig. It's in the Boar's Head. Anyway, we just need to go through this. This was what I got out raiding things. So I've got some beds. That was always handy when you're going to be using a lot of those. We've got some iron spears, pikes, and lancers. It's a shame you can't use these as thrown weapons, but what you can use them for as is a ready source of iron in the deconstruction table, which is what I tend to do. I'm more interested in the materials. Similarly with that one I can't deconstruct. That one I am considering. I'm going to leave as is, but we'll come back. I've got a notch apple. Now that's you know. No, they just came out. The colours of the beds that I took are just because I took them out of a thingy, out of Ancient Warfare structure. I've got a lot of this, electro blobs going on, so I need to get on with that at some point. Let me just grab the last of those out. So we've got a few spells. Most of these are unknown. A few I've decoded by casting scrolls. The mob drops are there. We've got a pair of nice white booties from Ice Mage boots. I think the only thing we're missing is leggings, and I've been attacking the runestone structures as well, which can be an exercise in absolute bone-chilling fear. That's the only way I can describe it, because it is well, probably easiest if I just show you on the map. There is, let me just try and find somewhere to put that. All of that can go away. You go over there. All good. So on the map, if I switch over to daylight, there's an icon there for nope.jpg. That is an electro blob spawner that spawns Vex. I ain't going anywhere near that, because those things hit like tanks. So I have emptied this structure out. That is a giant mine. They are quite nasty. So again, will not come. But that's the abandoned mine. That's not as bad as some. Did I do that one? No, I didn't do that one because I couldn't see the point. That is a very nice looking structure over there, and that is a what's the word? Empire mine. Not the Empire as just the Empire, not the Empire. And I've actually gone out and done a little bit more exploring. So I've got out as far as here. I think is where I kind of came around and went up there. Just because I need to come on and keep myself busy. So there you go. Anyway, let's see, how are we doing for those bricks? We should be doing pretty good. I also put the bloomery furnace in. That is from garden stuff used to make the wrought iron, which you use for garden stuff things, which we'll come to at some point, I hope. But I really want to get the library done. I think that will be, I'm going to use some of this lava power, I think, and just get a few of these. I might as well do you as well. A few of these bits melted, seeing as there's lava juice left over there, might as well. Hang on, I've lost myself. Not difficult, but there you go. There you go, have some uranium. Right, let's get some brick going. And see what we can do with these. I'm probably going to need more. This is a long thing. Hi Husky. And I should have. I've also made a enchanted unbreaking mending chisel of that variety, but we'll just use up the thing here. Now what have I got? Have we got any variations? Oh, it's a shame we haven't got the quark one. Would have been really nice. We got that horrible nasty vanilla texture. I don't think there's anything I can really do. Oh, I can dye them. Ooh, hello. But is that just going to be, is that going to turn something that's bland into something that's overly garish? I think we're just stuck with vanilla bricks. I don't think there's I don't think we've got any other option really. Oops. Let's have a look. Any other trickery, anything else? Cloud, not really a thing you find libraries often built out of. Diorite, no. Granite, see, the granite would work if it had a thing, like a mortar effect going on there, and nether brick, small meat bricks, probably not what you really want your thing built out of. Clinker brick blocks. No idea from Engineers Decor. Clinker brick. Bricks and brick. Bloody hell, that's it. No. Expensive. Not happening. Mud bricks. Yeah, bricks. Bricks. And you know what? I think we're sticking with bricks. Just call me cynical about this one, but I think bricks. Oh, always unhappy, this one. Always unhappy. Could do with some more limestone. Really? They're rich. Yeah, I'm in two minds about where I actually think I'm going to go. I think I am going to go to do something that I haven't done in a long time. I am going to. This is not going to. I'm going to have to wait till. Let me. Just get a couple of things. So I think if we go with some stone brick as a corner accent. Now we've got some there. We can chisel those to mossy, if I remember rightly. We can. Excellent. So let's just go and figure out where we're going to place this thing. Any sign of a merchant yet? We haven't got a huge amount of trade actually. We're down to, I think, spruce and redstone. he's getting a bit picky now. He's asking for things like diamond axes and chest plates and all sorts of jungle wood. No. Oh, he wants redstone though, and spruce. Right, let's go trade. Let's take him. Let's grab him while we can. Redstone. Did he say he wanted jungle? I can't remember. We'll assume that he did. Redstone. I know he wanted lapis, but I know I haven't got enough. Lapis 7. Yeah, we have enough lapis, and we don't have enough spruce actually. So, where's he gone? Where's he gone? He's still there. Grab him. No, come back. I've got spruce. He saw me coming with the spruce. Okay, and we'll have the 3 for that. These are getting oversaturated, but I might have had enough lapis actually. Let me just double check. Let's see, wanted 16. I can't remember. No, didn't. Okay, that's fine. Right, put these away, and we can afford to do quite a bit. The thing that slowed me down at the moment is waiting for these streams, believe it or not. Now, do I want to do even or odd again? I'm going to do even, and I want to come back to about here, I think. Do I want to do it and then come out 1, 2, 3? Because we're going to have a double wide wall, because we're going to have bookshelves on the inside. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That will give me. Yeah, that works. That's an even number though, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I suppose it works as a distance, doesn't it? And then we can do 3, 4, and then 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 3, 4, and then 1, and then we can come back to there, there, and there. Is that going to be big enough as a library? I think it might be. Now, I'm thinking let's play clever. Let's go with chiseled for the actual walls. Yeah, let us go with that. Okay, so if we come up here and go 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's a reasonable height. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank God for feather falling. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Yeah, I'm thinking what I might do is actually put like a structure tower or something sticking up off of. In fact, let's do that. Let's use this area. That is just we'll do something at the back. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you can quite easily just get that in. That one looks too short. The adult section. I'm trying to make a library, not a plain fronted bookshop. Oh God, Terry, you're going to get me in trouble. Let us go. How are we doing in here? Yeah. Let me think this through. That is a really bad dandruff problem. Yeah, let us go with the brick. We're going to come across like that. We are going to need to grab chisel. We'll probably get a diamond chisel at the end of this one, but once this one's run out. One of the nice things about having diamonds to spare, of course, is that you can so if we do that, I think that always gives you a nice accent piece. No, I want to just try something. And this is, anybody who's watched me build some of my other industrial brick builds, you'll recognise this technique. But I might need to go and grab some more limestone for it. Limestone, where are you? Or would we be better off with something like that? Because sandstone is a lot cheaper. Just thinking, so the first layer being something like that but recessed, and then we'll bring this brick out. We'll do something with that. Oh, we'll definitely get more people in the tavern. Hopefully we'll have a lot more people in the tavern. I don't know why they don't all seem to use the tavern, but so if we just that one is a light block, so let me bring that out here. Just got to keep my eye on these light blocks, because now if we were to, oops, I'll worry about the back end of this in a moment. So what we want, I'm sorry, I'm just thinking out loud here. I'm trying to think, which is a scary thing, I know. Do I really want to go that deep? No, I want to go into a plane and go 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that works. Oops, undo one. Why 4? Why not? I can't imagine not having chisels and bits, you know. It's quite It's quite disconcerting, the thoughts that we're not going to have this. I would imagine then, if once we've got the library running, then the Bard will actually be better anyway, because he'll be able to level up his intelligence, which in turn will level up his now, how many windows do I want in this place? Because the problem with anything like this is we don't want too many windows, but we don't want to be too dark either. I'm tempted to make them taller windows as well. So if we do that, but then we half the width of this. I think the cat might be mithering at the door to come in. Which is bizarre, because it's not even my cat. It's just a cat. It's just a cat that... Are you... stuck or something? Oh dear, right. Eventually, just keep it reasonably simple with the thicknesses, and then we'll pop this together on the same on this side. I think he'd probably get more happiness if he learnt some more tunes. Yeah, that works. Microphone. I'm just going to step down and work on this wall down here. The microphone is slightly better than back in the day. These days I'm rocking what's it, a Procaster with Scarlett 2x2 mixer and all the relevant bits and pieces, whereas I think at the regrowth time that would have probably been the headset, well, almost certainly would have been a headset mic. So yeah, makes a huge difference. I'm just trying not to overload my bag. I've just realised how bad that sounds. You see, sometimes it might not be big enough. That's a possibility. The floor, the ground floor. But certainly watching Tango's playthrough gave... I think he had a bigger floor acreage, but far more villages in there, so I don't know. I'm not going to worry too much about it. If I worried too much about these things, I'd never actually do anything with them. I'd just sit there. Oh yeah, and I did have a problem with the because of the phantom power. I had a problem with the gain on it, so I invested in I don't know whether this. I'll hold this up. Fathead. I have got a fathead in there to boost the signal as well, which seems to work really well. I'm not any kind of audio person. I'm just, someone who can read wikis and guides and other people's ideas. So It works. What more can I say? It works, and it doesn't sound like absolute dreck. So let's just get this side done. We're getting that. We are getting to the point. It's lovely having so much of this place lit up as well. I don't know whether you can. I've actually been on a lighting up mission. So if I change myself to night mode now and scroll in, I'm fully lit up all the way around here, and that's the boundary that I need to light up to. So yeah, I'm really feeling happy that, you know, there's literally nothing is spawning within 3 chunks of this village. Makes a lot of difference knowing that you can work even outside of the normal sleeping times. And there we go. Wow, that was a bit of a lag. Spike. Okay, let's go and grab a new chisel. I should have. So one of the benefits of having being fully geared now is I have got pretty much all the resources in the world that I want, and I know I wanted a shiny blue rock, but I got the wrong kind of shiny blue rock. So I do want one of those. Now I should, if I'm very lucky, have a book somewhere with unbreaking on it. There's no point putting mending on these chisels. They have such a massive durability that they just there we go, mending. I'd love to, but incendiary, I'm going to think that's the thing. Each one of these, by the way, is full of enchanted books, in the same way as each one of these is full of enchanted gear. So yeah, I'll have a no. I just realised the elephant in the room then. I was about to put mending on it. Right, let's try the unbreaking this time. Incendiary Fortune 2. I really don't want to waste you on a, because you got Fortune 2 on you. Unbreaking. If I were an unbreaking book, where would I be? I would not be in that crate there. Okay, let's go to another one. This is the only drawback, of course, to this. And I'm thinking with the library. Thank you. I'm thinking with the library that I may actually have a kind of a smaller, lightweight version of the Library of Alexandria thing I did in Sid's Modded Life, but considerably smaller. Unbreaking. Yeah, I don't mind that one. I'm looking at thinking, oh, it's power 4 though, but then it's like, I've got so much power 4, it's untrue. We can have unbreaking, however, for 3 levels, and that will make life a lot easier. And we'll put you back into that mode. Oh, it's coming from up there. The unbreaking will make a lot of difference. It gives these things a much longer life. But as I say, mending is not worth it. Right, how are we looking? Slowly getting there. And I know I could make the pattern and do this a lot quicker, but to be honest, I don't even know whether I've made a pattern actually, have I? If I have, I haven't got it on me. No. I've been stealing spawners as well, using the chest transporters. I don't know what I'm going to do with half of them. We already have a very good XP farm at the spawner. For those who haven't spotted the obvious joke there. Alright, let me see. We have got you going on like this. Now this is where I want to get fancy. So I'd like 1, 2, 3 of those. In fact, let me just do that and go no. that should let me do another one like that, and then we'll go 1 2 3. Right, so the idea here is simple enough, and that is that we can remove that and place that. Now this will make a lot more sense once I've done a little bit more shaping of these, but I'm just going to put them in big block form at the moment. Okay. One there, one there, one there, one there. And then I want to do connected material. So what I'm thinking is basically that kind of thing. So again, we should no, undo. Undo. Wrong key. This is the only problem. Chisels and bits, the keys are in the wrong places a lot of the time. Okay, so you get that kind of effect moving through the thing. Now, I don't know whether to... Where is he? I'm beginning to regret hiring him. He's just constantly playing. It's like, dude, take a break. Okay. And then there, there, and there. Connected material. I may take these in just a couple as well. I might actually take them as far back as that. I don't know yet. We'll do a few more and we'll see what we think. Get that. No. There and there. I mean, you could take them as, yeah, I don't know. So let me just go, if I come back here and go 1 2 1 2. Doesn't look quite so clunky, does it? What do we think? Slim down or not slim down? Well, I've still got an undo buffer. Oh, I see you. You're running away. Just because I keep taking all your emeralds, mate, does not mean that you get to run away from me. Nope. Come here. Come here. Come. Diamond pick, spruce. I haven't got any left. I don't think we've got potatoes. No. Oak, highly unlikely. All right, off you go. You may go and do your stuff. Which looks fine? Before or after? This one or this one? The thick one or the thin one? God. I think I do like the thin one more. Good. Right. We're on the same page. Excellent. In which case, we can continue on getting these done. What have I got? Oh, I better eat. And then we just need to decide what I'm going to do on the outside, on the back end. I definitely think we'll stick a tower on for the maybe for where we'll keep our enchanted books. In the meantime, we can come around and get you there and there. Now that side's going to be a little bit more awkward, isn't it? We'll come back to that. There and there. There. There and there. 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 Connecting materials. We'll just take this back the other way. It does look a bit odd that. Hang on a second. I mean, that would be if that brick were out. Honestly, I don't know. You know what? It is what it is. I'm going with it. There's a tendency in this game to overanalyze, and I'm doing that. So let's move away from overanalyzing and just get on and enjoy the play. If by the adult section you mean the enchanted books, then yes, all right, I will give you that much. See, to me that works. I like that. We can get a windowsill in and we'll make it all look nice, and then similar over here. Just need to decide what we're going to do above the door. I think we'll take those out. Let me go back to. The problem is that's going to want to place a. Does it? It doesn't. It just has to be on the build. Just double. Anybody who's got the wiki open or knows this thing, it just has the. I'll get there eventually. The item frame just has to be on the outside. It doesn't it? It doesn't have to be above the door. Or does it? Oh, I suppose we could do that. That works. And then we can hang it on one of those above the door, and we can do something fancy with the. Yeah, all right. Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go with that. Then we can do connected material. Looks different. All right, this one. Oh no! Oh, damn! Oh, God! Get myself back into the room and. And then take that out there. Come around here and that one out there. And there and there. Oh dear. Anyway, so how's everybody's week been? Let's talk. Let's get a little bit social. I'll let you. My week has, to be fair, been the week from hell. For a great many reasons, of which I will expand upon in a moment. But yeah, my week has been definitely, I've had better weeks by a long shot. None of the, well, I say none of the things are critical. None of the things are life threatening issues, or, you know, end of the world kind of things, but all they kind of added up to being a bit of a crap week, shall we say. So for those who don't know, I work at a university, which I'm sure there's not many people don't know that by now, but and the students come back this week, so that in itself, that's not a major problem. I mean, the students come back every year. We're used to the students coming back. So, but it is a busy time of year, as you can imagine. So consequently, it tends to be, looks like a little face. It tends to be that little bit more, it tends to be busier than the usual. And of course, you know, the big news that hit rocked the UK on Monday morning, after the lots of speculation over the weekend, was the Thomas Cook going bankrupt. You know, the travel agent, the estate agent, the travel agents, estate agents. What am I talking about? Tell you, it's been a long week. And unfortunately, two of our two next trips were at least in part booked with Thomas Cook. So, and unfortunately, the part they were booked on was the flights. Now, the Egypt trip in December was through a travel agency as part of an atoll deal, so we are covered. And they've contacted us and asked us what we want to do. You know, they gave us three options. One was to let them try and find us some new flights under the cover that they offer us. One was for us to go and try and find new flights, and the third option was to cancel the thing entirely. Oh, I just realised why I've got blocks left. This one is not. Hang on. Oh no, that there. So, you know, that was a bit of a bummer on Monday. But the other one, the other holiday we have booked, and I realise I have a lot of holidays. We've got to that stage in our lives where that is what we want out of our existence: regular holidays. The other one is to India in March, and unfortunately, we only have the flights booked with Thomas Cook, which means we don't get atoll protection, which sucks. Now, fortunately, I am paranoid, and I always book my travel and holidays and things on credit card. Just to make sure that we've got that bit of protection. And this was no different. So on Monday morning, my credit card company contacted me and said, "Oh, hey, it looks like you bought something from Thomas Cook recently. Sucks to be you." No, they didn't say sucks to be you. They said, you know, if you are affected and you haven't actually had what it was you bought, then you can claim, and here's the details, and the forms that you need to fill out and send back. So that's all done. Forms have been sent back. Everything's good on that respect, and you know, we are, if not happy, at least moving forwards. The downside is that the flight to India, we also have a villa booked. Now, the seven of us flying to India, so as you can imagine, it was quite an expensive flight in the first place. And we've got a villa booked for seven of us, 4-bedroom villa. So the villa's quite expensive. We're basically having the last big hurrah for the family. Hang on, let me just do these while we're doing it. So yeah, it's the last family holiday, if you like, and we're taking various members of the family out with us to India, just as a, like I say, a last hurrah. I'm just going to stick coal in for this one. I really can't be bothered. And the practical upshot has been that we have no flights. Please close the doors behind you. We have no flights booked, and we have a villa booked in India in March. So we had to get there. We can't not go. And well, we could not go. I mean, yeah, there's always that is, I suppose, always an option. I'm just going to sit there and try this at a gap of 2. That will give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a 6. Yeah, all right. We'll go with that, and we'll go 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go to 4 out the back. Sorry, I'm just kind of muttering to myself while I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and there's your gap. So if that was our tower out the back, it still gives us plenty of room in here for bookshelves. It's mainly relaxing, to be fair, when I go to India. We don't do a huge amount of sightseeing. Our family are big sightseers. Certainly, our Reese. Get there eventually. Our Reese definitely likes his sightseeing. But we're more we want to just relax and take it easy kind of holiday makers, which I realise is not everybody's cup of tea, but there you go, that's what we go for. So we've got the villa. I do exercise. I know Terry's going to be like, what the hell, what's exercise? We don't do exercise on holiday. The only exercise I do is lifting a pint. You can almost hear him saying it, can't you? Right, and let me just come back down. Damn it, didn't quite. So, long story short, we were without flights on Monday, and again, if you followed the news story at all, then you'd know that. How many did I do that one? 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that takes us to the same height as the wall. So on Monday, of course, they announced this, and I went on and immediately went to see, well, are there any alternative flights? Can I book a flight on the same day to cover us? And of course, the answer is yes, there were, and at the time I was looking, they were very, very reasonable. And not overly expensive. Oh, I don't want that one there. Oh dear. Oh, damn you. I think they were roughly about the same price, give or take. So that was good. And then so we looked at that, and it was a case of, all right. So here's the big question: oh, hang on, that's not what I want. Do I actually book the flight now, or do I wait until I get the money back from the credit card? Now, I decided, because I knew that the likelihood of getting the money back is very high. It's not 100%, but it is high. I decided to take the risk and run that. Now, did I go 2 back on that? I think it was, wasn't it? Yeah, 2. So yeah, I decided to take the chance, and we've long story short, we booked it, and that was fine. Well, long story short, the short version is we booked it. The long version is I went online to book it. In the time it took me from deciding to thinking about booking it to booking it had gone up by 50 quid a head, and in the time it took me to actually get the thing booked, it had gone up another 20 or 30 quid a head. So yeah, got more expensive as long. 4 back on the sandstone, 2 back on the stone brick. Oh yes, well done. It's interesting shape. Yeah, but we're booked in. It ended up costing more. I won't bore you with the exact values because, you know, it was more. So now I'm just waiting to find out about that one, and then hopefully everything will be good and happy, and we shall be, you know, having scones for tea, maybe, if we're very lucky. So thinking nothing else can go wrong, I proceed to enjoy the week, as you do. And oh, this will actually make a good thing at the bottom for the enchanter. That's a good idea. Oh, hey. I'm not sure what the dollar exchange rate is. It's £1 a quid, or £1 sterling is, what is a dollar to pound? Sterling to dollar. It's about $1.23 at the moment. It's tanked recently, big time. It was well, at the height that one of the high points that I remember, it was like about $1.50 to the pound. But it has tanked a lot recently, thanks to a bunch of imbeciles trying to get us out of Europe. But I'm not going to talk politics. You'll be pleased to know. So that was fun, you know. And again, it's not so much. It wasn't even so much the fact, you know, the fact of this thing. It's the fact that it was hassle. You know, it's like when you get hit in your car. And you know you're insured, and they're insured. Well, you hope they're insured. I mean, but they're insured, you're insured. But it doesn't matter, because it's not the actual money that's involved that's important on that one. It's just the bloody hassle of dealing with car insurance companies. You know, it's just pain, and that's what it felt like. It's just thinking, oh God, now I've got to do all this stuff that's going to be hassle, and it's going to be a pain in the bum. You know, we're going to have to do all these claim forms, and it's just not fun by any stretch of any imagination. So, not thinking that things can get worse, we proceed to go about our days, and on Wednesday night, I'm driving home and my phone texts. Now my phone is hooked up to the car's in built-in display, so you know the text pops up and it says, "Hi, this is your bank. We're going to send you a text about a transaction that's been declined on your credit card. Just respond as instructed." So I'm thinking, weird. I haven't done anything on my credit card other than one very small Amazon order for some socks, which wasn't declined anyway, because I was obviously made the order, and they were only running socks. So I get back and I start talking to the bank, the security people, and they send me this text, and it says, you know, did you spend £65 with this company? And I went, no. So that's what I text back, a nice big N for no, as per the instructions on the text document. 1, 2, 3. I'm just wondering how to maybe to put a little window in there, 3 windows in it up at the top there, because this is where the enchanting area might go, or will go. So anyway, they do the thing, and they text me, and I say no, and then the next thing they're ringing, and they're going, oh, right, can you just confirm who you are? And I'm like, well, yeah, of course I can, but you rang. Not to put too fine a point on it, mate, you rang me. And it was so that we did the bit, and eventually I refused to actually give them some details over the phone, and insisted on ringing them back, which was fine, and they were actually who they said they were. But I was really not happy with the information they were asking for over the phone, so as any sensible person did, I basically refused to give it. And I got to speaking to them, and oh damn it, how do I put it? They basically said, all right, yeah, okay, so the 65 quid's not yours. How about this £2,500 on your credit card today? Was this you? And I went, absolutely not. I haven't spent £2,500 today. I'm fairly certain I'd remember. And they said, what about this £1,500? And I'm like, same again. It absolutely wasn't me. So on Wednesday, somebody decided to go. Somebody somehow managed to spend £4,000 on my credit card, which was nice, because you really didn't want that to happen. Now again, it's not a problem. It's fraud. It's fraud, and it should be protected, and all of this stuff. But obviously now they've cancelled that card, and I've had to go back and cut up that card, and I've got to wait for 7 days for the new one to arrive, and it's just hassle, and it was so scary, but it was scary how in one day someone had nearly spent £4,000 illegally on my card in a plumbing company in a city that I'm not even in. It's bizarre. I don't know how they got the details, whether it's from a hacked website, maybe one that I've used, and they've not maybe being as secure as they might be. That's one possibility. I suppose there's always a possibility that they've cloned it somehow, but I honestly don't know. All I know is it's been one of those weeks where you just sat there thinking, oh my god, what's going to go wrong next? So far nothing, touch wood, and we've only got a little bit of this week left, which is even better. Well, that actually depends. We've either got a lot of this week oh god, that was good. You didn't tell me you were a secret pilot, Terry. Yeah, so good week. I must admit, I am glad, and one of the things that I often get baffled by with people is when they grumble about these security measures that the banks put in place and how inconvenient they are, and they're really not inconvenient at all. I'm liking that. That has got a kind of a vibe going on for me. That is starting to feel like. Now, actually, yeah, I think I know what I'm going to do. This is coming out for starters. That's not staying there. And what we'll do is we'll think so. Yeah. Yeah. Well, no, I knew there was on. I knew I've got it on there because I maintained them an empty state, as should I say. Right. If I were going to build a roof, what kind of? Well, I'm not going to do a flat roof for definite. We're definitely going to have a peaked roof. So let us. I love this. I I look forward so much to getting hold of proper Now here's a question. Do we want actually a I'm thinking whether we should do something fancy across the top actually with stone first. I think the answer is probably yes, but what shall we do fancy across the top with stone? It's going to have to be something that's not got a CTM, because it won't. Let's go with those. Two, three, four, five, six. Yeah, that's obviously they've chopped it down, but they've got this habit of leaving. I do find I have to maintain the farms. I could have sworn I just heard someone singing along then. I use the word loosely, but right, so if we do that, I'm not going to do it at the back actually, it wouldn't make sense to me. I think what we'll do at the back is we'll just build this up like that. That's how the roof will go on that side, and then we'll do the same on the other side. Anyway, yeah, so fun week, I think that's all I can say, but thankfully I have this wonderful game to keep me occupied and de-stress, especially when I'm doing this week, because the students here, I'm doing presentations to them en masse. Tempted to use a blue roof on this one actually, you know. Very tempted. I don't know for definite whether I will, but what we'll do is we'll just get a basic shape going, I think. And then we can just keep on coming up like this. Not entirely sure how this tower side of things is going to work for getting up to it. I don't know. I suppose I could do it as like a mezzanine floor, couldn't I? Am I a professor? No. I'm just an IT nerd. I'm just an IT nerd. My official title is Systems Development Officer, which is grander than it sounds, believe me. But I just get to play around with the computers a lot. That's kind of seems to be a. Actually, I don't think they'd want me as a professor somehow. I wouldn't mind the money. It's good money, professorial money, but there you go. Right, let's have a look. What are we feeling like now? Ow. Yeah, I'm feeling that. That is working for me. Needs a little bit of, cleaning, but let's go, and for starters I need to probably get rid of most of you know what would be really handy? Oh, condense and combine. What would be really handy is the ability to just take a bag and go and bang down, and I suppose actually no, there is a way, isn't there? Hang on, there is a way to do this. Let's just go in inside where we're out of the dark. Oh, hello. So if I come in here and say I want to get these bricks back, and I just say I would like to why maybe you can't do it that way then. I mean, I know I can do it like this, which is quite frankly it's not that much of a bind, and if it were anything other than bricks, I mean stone I really don't give a damn about. Oops, and that wasn't what I wanted to do. Oh well, I think I lost some glowstone, but I'll live. That's about the only thing of value. Bricks, bricky bricks can go in there temporarily, and we shall chisel these lot back. Security is big money at the moment, actually. If you can get in, it's not bad at all. The mainly, especially depending on if you're in the US, you probably haven't got this slight advantage that we have, which is we got the GDPR thing coming along, which is making everybody very frightened and scared. I need to get more of these iron berries as well. Definitely blue roof. Definitely blue roof, because I've got lots of blue roof slate shingles. That works for me. No, and they also just go straight in as stairs, and I know I did that completely wrong, so don't judge me. Yeah, I had one of my staff in my previous job, which is going back a long time. He was a fully qualified builder and had spent most of his life working as a baker, and at about, it was probably about 38, 40, he decided to take the what I consider to be a very brave move. I think we'll slate trim. Yeah. Should I slate trim it? I don't know. Let's just go blue. Let's keep this one simple. It's just a classy blue overhanging roof, I think. I'm going to go up on this side, and we'll get that basic in. Now obviously you've got the slight disadvantage that it hangs away from the wall, but in some respects that's not necessarily a disadvantage, so we'll see how that works. Oh, that didn't work though. Oh dear. Oh, damn. God, why are you doing that to me? Let's go white one as well, just to make sure, and then we'll come all the way along like that, and obviously we want to put one out to the front on here and here as well. Alright, let's go and have a look how that looks. Right, get me down. Get that the right way around, and we should be okay. We'll upside down. There will be this strange floatiness around the edge, and that's just a thing that I think we're going to have to put up with. But yeah, I think that will work. We'll give it a kind of a... What I'm looking for is municipal building. That's the feel I want out of this. I want it to feel like an old library, an old styly. Library. One of the benefits to having an even build, of course, is it means your roof peaks nicely. And yeah. The other thing I want to work on this episode, by the way, while I'm thinking about it, is if we get to it, is I want to make a start on the walls. I don't want to actually do the walls. Now this is going to be a funny one. I think we're going to have to chisel and bits the roof for this, because that will be a wall on that edge. Yeah, that will definitely be a wall on that edge, so we'll definitely have to come up with something for that, but that's fine, we can work with it. There are no such thing as problems, only solutions. Oh dear. Right, let's get this roof on. Yeah, I'd like to not obviously to finish the walls or even get close to finishing the walls. What I would like to do is come up with a basic wall design, and what I want is a modular wall that I can use and apply in chunks around the edge, so when I'm just killing time on here letting the emeralds grow, you know, I can actually be doing something and adding to the walls, and you know, just generally improving the place without adding any new buildings. So one of the benefits of something like a wall like that is, because it's modular and you do it in bits, I can start it on camera, so to speak, and then do all of the little bits off camera. So right, let's just get this one going, because once we've got walls, then we can get guards. We don't desperately need guards because we're well lit, but I would like to turn on the necromancer at some point, because I think that should be entertaining. Anyway, what else we this week should be relatively quiet because we're just back to normal teaching. That would be not a thing, by the way. Right, so we've got you're doing that thing there. I would like to get up here and now here's a question: do I fill this gap in? I can. The question is, do I? I suppose I should, if I'm going to do it. If I'm going to do it kind of right. And we'll drop this thing. The road will carry on down the side here, probably. All right. Yep, that went through those three stacks pretty quickly. But yeah, it's I'm happy enough with the design. It's feels different. One of the things, other thing I'm trying to conscious. What are you buying, just out of interest, sir? Iron sword for 3. Could probably manage that. I think my man's made some iron swords. Yeah, he has. Oh, we got. Whenever I find a stack of anything, I just move it over into here as well. So, stack of redstone goes over. Stack of wheat. These stacks are not actually villager made. Beets are. Carrots are. We'll take the sword. We'll might as well flog him one. I think there's more over. It's a diamond sword. He's not having that. That's what for when we do finally get a guard. There's some spruce. Oh, we have birch. Okay. In which case, then we can probably sell him those two if we catch him before he vanishes. Where's he? Come here. Birch. And sword. Made by villagers. Thank you. So, right. Let's get in here. It's funny actually how much how much working in IT works for managing Minecraft servers as well. It does come in surprisingly handy. Let me get 1, 2, 3. And 2 and 3. That should be enough. Just out of interest, do we have a bell in this? Oh, golden ship's bell. We do, from the dark medieval roleplay. I've got no idea how we make it, but I'm going to guess it's probably on the anvil, I would have thought. We're going to have a check. The druid grows the crops and also regenerates the, in theory, regenerates the mines. I've not observed them doing it. I will be honest. Yeah, it's not. We might have a bell tower. We might get a bell tower. Has he helped specifically? As I say, I've not observed him helping. I've observed him growing the crops, but considering we've got the bees doing that for us, it's probably a little bit of a waste of time for him. He probably feels a little bit like things. Laters, Chip Predator. That's a brilliant name. Nah, discipline's overrated, he says. Passion, I think, is probably the quality that I would say is. In fact, no, I will rephrase that. Personality is almost certainly one of the most underrated skills in IT. Yep, see, there you go. He's grown a tree, or she's grown a tree, I should say. Which is great, but I don't really need the trees growing. What I could really do with this is want to go down into the mine and regenerate me some mine shafts. But there you go. I'm not going to complain. No, if you don't want to do it, that's fine. We'll work around it. I'm just trying to think about this tower now. It's kind of bugging me as how I'm going to do it. Because my understanding of Tektopia is he's playing his second song. There's 2 songs, that's the second one he's got. My understanding of Tektopia is that the NPCs only interact with items that are on the floor and have certain conditions. I do actually need to do one experiment as well, and that is to actually plant a tree slap bang in the middle of the town but not plant it on top of anything that a tree can grow on. So take out the block underneath it, replace it with, say, cobble. Damn you. That was just nasty. We're still alright outside. Let's have a look. Well, just make sure I've not introduced any spawnable spots close to the town. I think we're good. So how to do that? Yeah, give him, he can learn a few more tunes. Right, well, I'm the only one online, so as soon as all the villagers have gone to bed, I can. Actually, I need more than that. I might as well do the lot. And I want some more of those. The only problem is, this fella does not go to bed until I think 1700 on the clock. He's a proper band member, you know. He just gets in there and goes for it. But okay, so I need to do this first. Damn you. Maybe I should have done that from down below. Ow. So what? Right, I am going to kill that bard. No, I'm going to chisel myself a little bit of this. And fill that in. I think it makes sense to do that. And then as soon as the rain goes away, we'll as soon as the bard goes to sleep, I should say, we'll do that ourselves. That looks better. Yeah, he probably does need a break. But he still doesn't go to bed till stupid o'clock. Just because he's not working. Soon he'll be able to do that though, and then he'll feel happy. The thing is, he doesn't actually visit the tavern as a patron, or doesn't seem to. I'm just going to go and check on the mine shaft while I wait for... see where we are with the length of that, whether I need to set a new one going. Whee! I really need to decorate this as well. So many things. Right, where do we think? So Tektopia and mod is a bit of an odd one. We may see some examples of why there's some oddities. straight away. It's missed, the miner missed that. Ignores this stuff because it doesn't recognise the ore, and then seems to stop 2 from the end, which is interesting. But that I'll come back and get that at some other time. I think we need to set a new shaft going. If you'll pardon the obvious pun. Where are we? Start here, if you don't mind. Keep you busy. I've got one. I could do another one there, I suppose. Let's have a look. Yeah, I could do another one here as well. So I could get one there, then 1, 2, 3, 4 more on this side. And then this area is kind of mined out, and then we just turn the miner off for a while and let the druid do some work, I suppose. Maybe turn the druid off for everything except for that. But I love how that one just barely makes it. Doesn't matter if it goes down, because obviously I'll just use the drop instead. Yeah, it's starting to get there. So I'm feeling reasonably happy with it. It's got the kind of shape. Now I can't remember I can't remember that when I chisel the spaces whether panes connect or whether I'm going to have to chisel some glass. So let's go and just take an ordinary pane. I'm going to use a different colour glass, probably black, because that's my kind of go-to. You know, Sid the Gothic Minecraft builder. It is connecting, but it's too far back. We're chiseling. That's fine. We are chiseling. Okay, we need to get up to the top. Let's try not to kill myself. I shouldn't actually be able to kill myself with feather falling boots on, but you know. Right, let's go and head and just leap quickly before and get rid of this rain. Rain, go away, come again another day. Oh, he's having some people time. He's going to the tavern. Talia, drinking. Oh, hang on. That sounds like it's. What have you two been doing? Need to decorate in here as well, actually. Millicent's very happy. Mind you, then she's had nothing to do for ages, so I do still have a plan for the naming of these villages, by the way. So you've still got that to look forward to as well. Right, we need to get some brick. We need to get the tower in and planned. I think there'll be brick. My God, am I down? How much brick I've got left? That's scary. Okay, that can go in there. They're making golden carrots as well, and I will notice they also make golden apples. I've not eaten the villager ones though, because you know they might get upset if I eat their golden apples. Yeah, definitely only actively marked shafts. So what I would need to do is turn the turn the miner off for a while and go and, you know, then get them working on that. I could probably do with more. Oh, God. I probably need to bring that tower up a little bit on the stone side. So what I'm thinking is we'll grab that and that and that. That should do us. Once we get some bush around the place and get it going, you know, it will definitely have something going on. Let me just use up that. Well, I actually got a fair bit of that. I think that's from the barrow mounds that I keep raiding. Now, what we should have actually done. Is something like that, I think, and then we can again just come in 2, 3. That will do me there. We can grab you and go and take these all the way back. I'm not sure how big to make it. I think maybe 2 or 3 blocks above the roof line, maybe. Might work. Right, so then now this is going to be a bit awkward, isn't it? Because I've binned all those blocks. Not a problem. And we want to maybe chisel one like that. That should do the trick. Get a little bit of the cracked on there, and you know, you really appreciate creative building so much more when you ain't got it. Okay. Connected material all the way back to there. No, sod's fine. Of course, it's an abbreviation of something which would be considered a little bit worse in many more puritanical groups, and certainly my grandmother would not have approved. But truth be known, because of course it's the abbreviation of well, I'll leave you to work it out. Put it this way, saying sod it is absolutely no worse on any level than saying bugger it. Because it means exactly the same thing. So if you have an issue with the word bugger, then you're going to have an issue with the word sod. The only advantage is I think some people sometimes don't realise that it's the same. Get those in like that. Okay, and but it is, I do find one of the more interesting things is what people think is bad language compared to what actually is bad language. You know, it's like one of the phrases, one of the words I use is buttload, and people think that it's in some way some kind of dirty word, and it's like, it's not really. It actually is a unit of measure for winemaking, but they won't believe me. But a butt was, I think, 6 hogsheads, if I recall correctly. Right, so if I want to, we'll worry about the innards of that bit in a mo. We need to carry on up with this. That will need to go up higher. But let's get the other side done. And God, they're loud. Right, let's just not muck around. I've got plenty of space in the bag. Right. So now I'm officially credited with introducing the word sod it. Great. Oh dear. Could have been worse. And a bit of that, and all the way back. There we go. That will. Yeah, I'm liking this so far. It's definitely getting there. It's a much bigger build and more complicated build than I originally thought it was going to be, but that's fine. No, trust me. I was on the one occasion that I came out to the States. I went to Portland, Medford, Oregon. You know, not the most salubrious of places to go, admittedly, but it was where I went, so it was, you know, what I had, kind of, so to speak, and it was funny because people kept on asking me whether I was English, and I'm like, yeah, and they're going, oh, I love the English accent, I love your accent, it sounds so English and distinguished, and I'm thinking, I'm from Yorkshire. You know, I'm as far from Queen's English as you can probably, and reasonably, actually, this is where we should. Yeah, that needs to be off like that. Sorry, I'm muttering. So we're going to take you, and that comes out. Oh, no, like that. And then that would continue up. Okay, here's the question. Yeah, it's like there are certain accents which you would never associate as being English or posh. Mine's one of them, for definite. Now here, do you reckon I can do this without? First things first, we need to change into that, and then we can go. The answer is no, I can't. Okay, let's try that again. Like that. That's what that was the aim, was to snip these bits off. It's not going to play nicely, but we can do that nicely from over there, I think. Then we can grab you, and you are the wrong piece of the puzzle. You will go there, and then connected texture all the way back like so. And then you will go there. Now this is where it gets a little bit ropey. And then we'll connect the text. No. Connected texture all the way back over there. We can get rid of you. Take one of those. I think definitely we're going to need scaffold. I don't know here though. We got what 1, 2, 3, 4. So I was going to go 5, 6, and this was going to be where my wall was going to come out. So here's the question: should I 1, 2, 5, 6, and then 1? Should I have actually be taking this section out? I think I should, because my walls are going to come around here somehow. Certainly here we'll have the wall. Wow, this is turning into bigger than anticipated, I think is probably a fair way to describe this. Let's try that again. Undo. Always does when he hit chisels and bits, of course, so I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. Let's go and grab those roof bits. Okay. Eat, because I've damaged myself. We have still got some brick. I may need to cook some more though. That would be a pain if I do. I don't really want to. Now, if I take you and start this here, that is not right, is it? That's going to be stone. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two. Nah. Three, 4. So if I were then to place that in there, doesn't really matter which one it is, it just needs to be a block, and that in there, yeah, that kind of works. I think it's very difficult to tell sometimes. Will that give me enough reach? To get across. So that gives us a structure which we can work around. Nope. And get that one going. One tip, if you do use that destroy entire block function, I would definitely recommend that you turn it off when you've finished with it, because it is quite destructive, as obviously we know. Right, get some of you going. That's going to go back to, that one's going to go back to. Doesn't really matter, because what we're going to do then is we are going to just fill that. So let's just do it like that, I think. Oops. Yeah, that works. And then we can do the same here. We're starting to grow. Definitely is growing. Are we going to get right? So how far did I want to do this? 1, 2, 3. We'll take you to there. Three, 1, 2, and 3. I think that height will be more than adequate. This is going to probably hurt a wee bit, but there you go. Let's have a look. What do we think? You see, I think if we get that and then we get a roof on the top of that, that will work. Or at least that will give us a structure with a tower. It'll give us a definite tower anyway. I am definitely going to need more brick though, so let me go and get a few stacks of that going. This is only the outside. Christ, we've still got to do the inside yet and turn it on and make it into like an actual, you know, thing. Luckily I did go and grab plenty of clay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all of the clay I've got. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm actually loving using lava as a source of fuel. It's got to be said, it's got a lot of advantages. Not least of which is that there's plenty of it in the area for me. So big advantage. In the meantime, we can carry on. So, hey, steady on there, matey. Finish up after yourself. Okay, and right. We still need to tidy up this roof edge as well, but we'll get that in a moment. Let's just try. Oops. The biggest key to any kind of chisels and bit skill is definitely, absolutely definitely, get your undo key bound. Rotating stuff is handy, but undo, man, you will not regret having an undo key bound. Starting to get quite a thriving little settlement. This I'm enjoying the throwback to. I'm going to just take this one out, I think, and we'll just place them in to Ancient Warfare. Definitely getting that Ancient Warfare vibe now. I mean, the villagers get lost, depressed for no reason. You know, it's got everything. And that should hopefully get us above the line. I'm going to just do this. But this bit up here is going to be a curve out. And we're out of brick. Okay. Well, that's official. We need those bricks. But starting to feel it. Oh yeah. Bear in mind I haven't put any DecoCraft stuff down yet though. So there's time. There is time for definite. How are we doing in here? I really don't care how many bricks you've cooked. I just want some of them. That'll do. Yeah, so that will go up there. Then we'll have like a little space. We'll have the bell tower up there, I think. Might put a layer of brick there on those, just so they kind of blend in a little bit better. I may actually take out these and replace them with that. We'll use a bit of chisels and bits magic on there to clean that up. You're obviously getting something out of that pine tree that I wasn't. Alright, and let me just do a couple, I think, for now. We'll probably take some out up here anyway, just for, we can probably get a window in if that's a block, so we can probably go there and there, because we'll definitely have a room up at this level. That'll be the ceiling. That will be, it may only be a 2 high room or even a 3 high room with, you know, but we can get a little room up there for something, and that'll work, I think. Right, what are we going to do over here apart from probably kill ourselves? Well, I think what's my bag? The bag is looking relatively empty, so what we'll do is we'll just keep going until because we should have enough bits then to reach the top. What I am a bit worried about is whether I'll still have enough after all of this. I suppose there's only one way to find out, isn't there? And that's to do it. The other thing we need to do is, of course, light the top of this up, because this is spawnable. Mind you, having said that, anything that spawns up here and survives the fall probably deserves to kill a villager or two. You know, earned it, kind of thing. We'll just stick a torch there, and it's going to hurt. Ow. There and there. That will spawn proof it for time being. Right, I'm going to need more bricks. Still. Ow. Let's go and get this bell made. I want to see how big it is. So one thing I don't want to do is go, oh, I'm going to build a bell in there, and then go, oh, okay. 2 gold and some rope. This is an interesting mod, this Dark Medieval roleplay. The way it works is in itself quite interesting. So, for example, for rope, I need 4 string. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we can make rope, and there you go. We've got some more rope. You can't place it in the world. It is a crafting ingredient. Oh, I'll rephrase that. You can't place it on the floor. You can place it on the ceiling. I don't know whether it has any peculiarities. No, you can't. Oh, hang on. Yep, you can't. Don't appear to be able to climb it. At least at first glance you don't anyway. Was it a couple of gold? I think it was a couple of gold. While we're at it, grab some more brick. Brick and brick. And make the brick. Ah, dear. Oh, it's tiny. However, doesn't mean we couldn't make a scale model of it. But having said that, the other thing to bear in mind is we are an odd shaped thing. There you go. Have a little bell. Customer. I could make the bell. I may make the bell. Whether I make it tonight is entirely a different question, because the chisels and bits is strong, but it's also starting to get very tedious. Right, let's get... You know what? Got it. We're going to make it. We are going to go and make it right now, because I could have sworn I'd got one. I'm making the pattern. I've done it the hard way for best part of 2 hours now. And we're going to if we haven't already got a pattern, we shall never speak of this again. As long as we understand each other, we shall never speak of this again. That didn't happen. Honest. Damn it. Now I can't get up. That sounded wrong. Okay, let me go. Bop, bop. First things first, let's make sure we can actually get up. Then copy this from a decent angle. Long way down. Right, so if I copy you, and then I don't know whether I'm going to get away with the amount of brick I've got still, but we'll try. That's okay. Hmm. Oh, bum. I've just realised that I've copied that. I didn't copy the no, I didn't. Good. You know that moment when you sit there going, oh, what's that sticking out my wall? Yeah, that was that moment. Nope. Don't think we're gonna have enough. We should have just we should have just about enough with the amount that's left cooking. I think we'll get away with it. Right. Ow. I don't know what possessed me to try and build with brick, to be honest. I know whenever I build with brick I always want to go mad with chisels and bits. Right, we should just about have enough. And then I was going to stick a bell on it. I'm just now tempted to just peak the roof, I think. I might just do that, peak the roof in the blue shale. I may stick the bell, I might actually use the bell on the schoolhouse, because that's going to be a smaller building, but it'll have a similar little bell tower on it, which could be beneficial. There we go. Right, and what we should be able to do, if I take you, make sure I've got a copy. Up. And put you into placement mode. And then from there, actually we should probably leave these on until we're absolutely sure. Right, now we need to find me a sample of just a plain. No, actually don't. Sorry. We're gonna we'll do those two. These two will need to come back to, I think, once we've got where we need to be. Let me just get those. So that, and that. That's not going on. That. Yeah, that works. We just cannot cock up anyway. And eventually, we screw up again. It's going to bounce off again, I know, but we'll get these and then we got the same again. One of those, one of those, one of those, one of those. That was in the wrong place. Like that. These ones are going to be a bit of a pain, but good night, John, and feel free to spam chat with nonsense. Believe me, I've had some far worse nonsense over the years from people who invade chat. Let's just use these. And there we go, and then a bit of that, and a bit of that, and a bit of that, a bit of that, a bit of that, and a bit of that. Yeah, I think we're going to have to do that at the top. Otherwise it will look peculiar. Oh, that one's not been done yet. Yeah. Oh, there's Millicent off to work in the mine. Right. Let's go and get these final bits done. There, and there, and there. For these ones, I don't see a great deal of benefit to faffing around with the faffing around with the patterns, because they're like, you know, unique. Or semi-unique. They're not unique, but you know, they are. Undo. Where's my axe gone? Chisels and bits wrecking inventories since it was invented. Okay, so we'll come around here, and then we shall, I think on here we'll... No. I think what we'll do is we'll try But just a peak roof, straight peaked roof on it, nothing fancy. Well, nothing too fancy anyway. I think that will work if we were to come around there and so on and so forth. So that's hi Adara, how are you going? You've just come in time for what you've avoided a great deal of chisels and bits, shall we say. We're on the schoolhouse and it is proving big to say the least. Not the schoolhouse, the library we're talking about. I'll get myself in the right place at the right eventually. Okay, let's get up here and we'll just give this a little bit of a whack like that, and then rinse and repeat. That one's proving awkward to get. There we go. So yeah, I made a mistake of deciding to chisels and bits this build, and it took over. It's got a life of its own. Oops. So yeah, the long story short, short story long is I'm really enjoying building this building. So not like that perhaps, and then there. That's wrong. That one there. Yeah, might even get to have a library by the next episode. Not obviously by the next stream for definite. There's 2 episodes between now and then, so of course none of those are recorded. So, and that becomes that. Nope. Too many items in my inventory. Okay, and that should do the trick nicely. Right, so we can plop, 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 oops, plop, and then a bit of ploppage there, some of that, some of that, some of that, a bit more of that, a bit of that. Get these out of the way and then we're done. At least we're done as far as the walls are concerned. We'll need, I think, to put some windows in here, but I also need to work out my floors and my internal arrangement for stairs and the like, so that's going to be a thing. I might try some of those dark roleplay stairs actually, because they look quite nice. Ah. And there, and ow, that was not intended, but there you go. Chisels and bits. I've said it before, I will say it again. It is an absolutely amazing mod. It is also a mod which can drive you to suicidal impulses. We will need to finish off. There's a little bit there we need to do, and also up there that we need to do, and in the on the inside. But I want to get the roof on all the bits first. So. Now here. Ah, damn you. No. This is going to be awkward, isn't it? I can feel it in my bones. Well, I suppose not too awkward, just the old crawling. I never understand why it is. If I'm like this on a building, I mean, if I was like this in real life, I'd be absolutely, there'd be a clean-up crew on the ground. But in the game, I can sit here like this all day, every day. Stick me into a void onto a skyblock world. And it's brown trouser time. And I really don't know why. I'm liking it. Once it's got some windows and a bit more detail in that department, it will be, I think, spot on. But at least now the roof is the roof will be spawn proof in a moment. Get that in there. It's always worth having a bash at chisels and bits. I think you've got to know when to stop, and I think there are certain players, myself included, who should probably not be ever let near it because they become consumed. I tell you, I'm going to need more of this roofing material. This is not going to be enough, so I'm going to need at least another well, probably about another dozen or so at a guess. Does not matter though, we'll get the thing built as far as we can, go and grab a little bit more, and we've got plenty of it. Courtesy of Potter, but there you go. Right, let me eat. We can't sleep until they're all asleep, so we are a bit stuck until the bard wants to go to sleep. And he just likes standing in the rain. It's definitely like... What's the problem? Or are they just socialising in here without sitting down? Alright. I'm not going to judge their AI. It's better than I could have written. That's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Probably about that. You know what? It's not like I haven't got a few to spare, is it? Could have done with a few more though. Right, there we go. I did turn the bard off, yeah. I think. Yeah, what's his happiness like? Oh, he's very happy. Go and give him a little tune. Get in there. Okay, everybody. Breakdancing bard. Right. While they're doing that one. See, you tell you what would actually be a good addition for Tektopia, and that would be a scheduling tool of some description. The ability to give working week. So you say, well, I want you to work 5 days a week and have 2 days off. You know, very much like reality. And also to set the shifts yourself. That could be quite entertaining. Now here's the fun bit. There we go. Wasn't as fun as I remember. Right, so the last thing we need to do on the exterior, apart from windows and a bit of detail, is we need to fix this lot here. And for that we're going to need a wee bit of you, and we're going to need you in that mode, and you are going to go like so. Yeah, it makes more, it does make more sense to have it tied up like that, doesn't it? Yeah. Why am I getting a Caconifix the Bard from Asterix vibe here, Terry? I'm getting this feeling that you feel he's in that kind of same ballpark. I don't know why. That was actually, you know, when you consider the humour, that was a classic cartoon or comic. If you didn't read it, then you've probably got no idea what I'm talking about, but it doesn't matter, because I do. I like Asterix. What I was a little bit dubious about, and I still am, is the animated series that they did. Wow, we have got one hell of a big library. Right, we need some glass. Let's go see what we can do glass-wise, shall we? Well, we've got glass. What are my chisel options? Certainly don't need that much. What? It's going to look, I think, there. It's not iron fence, not leaded asymmetric. Yeah. That would work if it weren't for the massive great big borders. Dungeon's not really what I'm looking for. I'm going to go there. I think that's got most of the more library-y feel for me. And we shall oh, before we do that, there is one thing I want to do. Apart from empty my inventory of many blocks of stuff, including those. That should be more than enough. That can go away, that can go away, and what do I want? I want some wood. That's what I want. Olive is a little bit bland. Sakura is, if I remember, it's actually not too bad. Where are we? Where are we? Eucalyptus is pink. Bloodwood is kind of bloody. Didn't I? Actually, yeah. Oh, that must have been the one. I lost a crate. And yeah, and silverwood. And that one. And that should get a couple of those. That should give me something to work with. It won't be very contrasty, but sometimes I don't want my windowsills to be contrasty. Sometimes I want them to be not contrasty. Oh, bum. No. Yeah, I like that. It's subtle. So 1 or 2. I think I'm going to go 2 out. And then we'll, I'm not sure what I'm going to do there. Maybe just 1. What time is it anyway? Oh, it's daytime. We've managed to miss the day. Oh god, I've just realised I've got a bloody odd even thing for an odd space enchanting. Oh, damn it. I can't believe I've just realised I built the entire thing even and forgot entirely that I want to stick an enchanting station in here. That's going to be awkward. Oh well, we'll survive. Get a U in like so. Copy it, placement mode, and voila, as the windows got in. Now those ones are going to be awkward because I've done them, somehow managed to make them even. Okay, it's not a problem. There's no such things as problems. Of course there is. There's always things as problems. It won't place, of course. Well, how far did I leave that back? 1, 2, 3. Okay, we'll just do the same 1, 2, 3. It's simple enough. It might look a little bit odd, I don't know. We'll see how it pans out. Again, I could, in fact I may, yeah, let's just do a little bit of copying of that one. And then we need to think about the floor. We need to think about how we're getting up to the mezzanine level, which will be somehow, probably actually we'll go from a central thing and come up. Yeah, that'll work. But that's our that's the library building exterior done, except for the top bit. But we'll get to that bit. I have been working because we're coming up on end time, and I have to wrap up because I have to go to work tomorrow, unfortunately. Especially have to go to work tomorrow thanks to them gets who caused my holiday to go up in price, but there you go. But what I have been doing is I've been getting leather. I've got plenty of reeds to get paper, and we can always get lots of reeds. That's not a problem. And there's quite a few villages around, so I can always go and pirate them for books. But I've got 3 stacks of books. So I've got lots of space for the books. Now, fish farm. This thing is ludicrous. This thing is spitting out enchanted books, more books than I will ever need. Most of these I'm throwing away now. Literally are, unless it's something like that, I can retrieve the enchantment of that quite readily. Throwing away ink now. I've got more ink than I know what to do with. I've got more things, but the leather and the boots I'm using to make leather. I'm deconstructing the boots to get the leather back. So we're being very green about that one and stuff. But yeah, anyway, that's been the stream. I didn't get on to building the wall section, which I would have liked to have done, and I would like to have got some more done out here with the grapes and things. But we're starting to get, I mean, this is starting to feel like a lived-in area and countryside. So I'm happy enough. I like my custom tree. I like the fact that the lighting over here, what lighting there is either hidden, so that and that are dirt lights, or logical, and they're not just torches spammed everywhere like they are over there. That's becoming a thing. We'll get the gatehouse, we'll go in over here, and then from there we're going to have a gatehouse come here, probably to about here. The walls will be probably 5, they're going to be kind of a geomorphic tile is the plan, so it'll be like a 3 or 5 section, and then you can spin it round. You can go so many this way, then you can spin it round and go that way, and we'll bring these down to make more cliffy edges. My castle's going to go up there. I'm kind of getting plans now on what I want to do. So my bit that I live in is going to go up here, and there's going to be a dock area down there, which will probably have a sally port or small port in the wall, take you down to a dock area, and we'll widen out that and just make it look. But lots of plans, lots and lots of plans. The library is different. It definitely needs work, but I'm happy with how it's looking. We can afford everything, which is the nice thing. And I think what I'm going to do to you is I'm just going to say, just do those. You go do earth reform. And yeah, until next episode and next stream, thank you very much for coming along, guys, and I will see you soon. And bye for now.